Hello, I'm Dr. Chaitra. Dry cough, usually so many people used to suffer with dry cough pass from so many months or weeks together. It lasts very long. What might be the reason for the dry cough? Usually cough is the reflex action of whatever the allergies which is there in your lungs or which irritates your airways. In the form of cough, in the form of sneezing, it comes out. Body is trying to take it out. Actually, when it comes to cough, we have two kinds of cough. One is dry cough and the wet cough, a productive cough or non-productive cough. Dry cough means the cough where when you cough also the expectoration won't come out, whatever the mucus will not come out. And when it comes to wet cough, when you cough, there's lots of expectoration from your body which body tries to take out. There is lots of difference between dry cough and wet cough. From simple allergy to the whatever the cold, the dry cough matters a lot. Many things from acid to allergies causes dry cough. In few patients, allergy might trigger the dry cough. In few patients, the gastritis also trigger the dry cough. But on day-to-day activities, dry cough will be a troublesome factor for their daily routine regular activities. When it comes to causes for the dry cough, usually you might be seeing asthma patients. Usually they'll cough at the night with no expectoration or very mild expectoration. This is one of the major factor for the dry cough. When the patient is suffering from frequent cough, and in asthma usually what happens that airways of the patient usually narrows down and they will be gasping for the air. When there is less intake of the air, the patient could not able to balance and breathe properly. So due to that, the dry cough usually stimulates to take a large number of whatever the air the patient is required. The second comes gastroesophageal reflux. When the person is suffering from so many years of acidity, chronic acidic issues, even the patient will also stimulate with the dry cough. The next comes postnasal drips. You might be seeing the sinusitis or allergic rhinitis. The postnasal drips means beside in the throat we usually gulp the mucus inside, which triggers the dry cough also. And the next come viral infection. Usually whatever the viral happens to our body, it has its own time to come and to rule its way and to go out. But after the viral infection goes away, the cough or whatever the allergies in the body still stays in our body for some time. So it is also one of the reason to trigger your dry cough. And the next comes allergies. If mistakenly our body will actively whatever stimulates allergens, or when we expose to dust or when we expose to pollens, our body mistakenly identifies that is a foreign particle which is harming our body. So in this case also body tries to put out those foreign particles from our body. In this way also you will have a tendency to stimulate your dry cough. How to overcome this with a dry cough naturally? See, when the disease it is in acute or it is passed from only the one time or it is from very short period of time, there is a point of trying at home. When you are suffering past from so many years like asthma or bronchitis or any other kind of allergies, even though with few remedies the cough will not subside. But a few remedies I'll tell you to just manage or palliate your cough. The first come humidifier. So maintain the humidifier or place some humidifiers where you sleep at the night, and then drink plenty of water and practice pranayama or the meditation which helps the lungs to enhance and take the oxygen supply properly. And the next comes avoid exposing to dust immediately whenever there is change in the climate or whenever there is change in the place or whenever there is change in something that is more troublesome for you. Don't expose immediately. Wear some mask and have a few exposures for that time, and drink plenty of waters and avoid taking painkillers or other kind of medicines. Even that might also stimulates your acid reflux dry cough. When you're unaware of what is more problematic for you or what is triggering your cough, it's better to consult your physician or if you're whatever the doctor, so that they will guide you what is triggering your cough. Definitely, homeopathy will help you with a dry cough and the symptoms of how usually it will be with constitution and individualized medicine. When the medicines are given in a constitution basis, we can reduce the intensity of coughing and gradually we can stop the severity and the complications to be happen in the future. And few remedies usually we will suggest for the dry cough in homeopathy, like bryonia will suggest, rustox will suggest, spongia we will suggest, and drosera. Based on the symptoms, the medicines will be given, and that is we call it as constitution and specified medicine. Definitely this helps you to get out of your problems regularly. Whatever the medicine you take, it's better to take with doctor's guidance. Otherwise, the doses or the medicine's potencies will not match to your body and you might not see the better results. Thank you.